Okay, this is Dead Man's Tale. We're still in Wayfarer, and we just need to tell Hondo we're ready to go. Check the description for timestamps, because I'm going to be doing all of the optional stuff too, so if you don't want to see that, you might want to skip to something else. And this will have 2 different endings in it. The endings depend on how you answer the questions, so I'll show at least 2 of the endings that I know of, and it's probably just 2. But I'll show you 2 different endings, so.
Oh, it's hot, eh, Nix?
Alright, here we go.
Captain Bess. We have our ship. We have our scepter hilt. Are you ready, Captain Bess?
Yep. ND5, take the Trailblazer and wait for us at the edge of the nebula.
No.
No?
I do not have to follow your orders, Kay.
Hey, come on. It's not an order. We're a team.
Some advice, Captain to Captain. You do not get rich worrying about doubters and naysayers. Your fortune is for you alone to seize.
You cannot seize anything if you are dead. Kay, you are choosing to listen to Hondo Onaka's embellished stories instead of my warnings.
Tell me, my broad-shouldered friend, have I ever misled her, undermined her, tried to rob and betray and murder her? No! But I've heard someone here has.
You're not helping. Andy, I need you on this.
I would follow you almost anywhere in the galaxy. But you've given me the freedom to choose. And I'm choosing to stay behind.
Well, then it is settled.
It'll be a quick job. I'll get the treasure and be back soon. It's okay, Nix. It's better that he's not here.
Yes, 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 that is the spirit.
Okay, we're gonna help them out, or we can go.
No one else knows.
Yes, I have defeated. Woe is me.
I keep overheating though. Alright, there's gonna be a larger ship. That's what we're gonna ultimately focus on. Because that needs to go and...
Take out those ties! I'm breaking up! Careful, Cooper!
I hear you.
Dang, Barrett, where'd you learn to fly like that?
Just some tricks from my old smuggling days.
Why did you do a little voice there? No one said do a little voice there.
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
I really don't. What is this? I unlocked an ability? I thought I'd gotten most of these. Defeat tie inceptors. Oh, I probably didn't see a lot of ties. Okay, so L1, R1. Now perform a top roll. Oh, a trailblazer. Trailblazer. So I can't do it here anyway. Unless... Oh, yeah, I can do it here. Cool. Ah.
Now that is a very big ship.
There,
You know,
that's
if
wherever
I
it
were
is.
truly a raider, I would be switching sides at this point.
Something tells me the Empire's not gonna go for that.
How dare they shoot at us? I am too famous to die like this.
Come on.
I'm gonna try and focus on the yellow spots.
They're after you, Cutlass. I need help here.
Come on, Captain. We are better than them.
I have no idea what's going on.
Got it.
It's not focusing on anything.
Nice flying, Captain Less.
I'm in trouble.
Right on the mark.
Cutlass, evasive maneuvers.
I hear you.
I'm too famous to die like this.
I'm going down. They're after you, Cutlass.
Come on, Captain. We are better than them.
Here we go.
We're really not Hondo at all. I need to go do something that's gonna let me get my health back. My health back.
Close, but not close enough. Masterfully done.
They want you dead, Cutlass.
Acknowledge.
What's your status, Cutlass?
All good. I think.
How come I'm so far away from
I need
everybody?
help here.
All hands fire at will.
Cutlass, evasive maneuvers.
Got it. Come on.
Good work, Cutlass. I owe you a sponge gun once we're back at base.
Hey, I'm just happy to help. Cutlass out.
Our foes are dispatched. Let us jump.
Okay, get like a sense of where you are, because there is an edge, you know, to the space, and if you're facing whatever that edge is, when you're trying to go into hyperspace, the game will yell at you. So make sure that you're like...
Before they ask for any more help. Let's punch it. Okay, they think I'm dead. grab the controls, and I'm gonna put on my Rakana Raider outfit.
Perfect. When we arrive, lead me past the guards in caps. A classic prisoner's gambit.
So, why didn't we get 2 disguises?
And it wouldn't be a gambit. There is the tomb. Imagine the look on Stinger's face when we steal the treasure out from under her.
Or MD5's face. I mean, he doesn't really have that kind of face, but you get what I mean.
Oh, yes. No, I do. Very funny, by the way.
Welcome back, Ada. Come on in.
You are my captor. I am your prisoner. Let us put on a show.
Yeah, how about we avoid attention?
Okay, so at the end of this quest, you can get one of 2 endings. I'm aware of 2 different endings, and those are the 2 that I'm hopefully going to show. But check the description for timestamps, because I'm going to timestamp each where I found each of the air quote answers to the 3 questions that sort of drive the ending. So that if you're like, well, how did I know to answer that? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you at least 2 of them, and then I have a theory about the 3rd that we will either prove or disprove. But at any rate, one of them is all 3 of them will be in the description.
Unhand me, you sludge-covered bog hound.
Or not.
Get walking. Just can't stay out of our way, Kay.
Look who it is! Hondo Onaka! You're dead after what you did.
You may have killed Bess, but I won't go down so easily.
Back for more, are you?
Guards ahead.
Remember, you are one of them. Ingratiate yourself.
What's going on here?
Use it to get close
Just
enough
bring him
to
back
trigger it.
prisoner.
You think you can hold the legendary Hondo Onaka? I escaped your feeble trap once, and I can do it again.
Oh, he never stops talking, but he's been saying things Stinger will want to hear.
Well, she's still locked in that burial chamber trying to get her treasure. I don't know what she's thinking. We should be getting our credits the old-fashioned way.
You keep talking like that, you'll end up in the brig like Old Bab.
And this guy, right?
Right. Yeah. Get going before we all end up in there.
Okay, the first one, we'll come back because it's clearly not here at the moment, but later there's a data pad, I'm pretty sure it's right there, that talks about one of the answers. So we'll get it.
I'll get the other half of this scepter from Stinger. You go to her quarters and dig up her secrets.
I'm gonna find that jailed raider, too. If she turned against Stinger, she might know something that can help us.
Very good. Infiltrate the crew. Getting them on our side is the best way out.
Not like there's anything to do with this rock anyway.
You see, we are in, and we didn't need your battle droid. I leave the rest in your hands, Captain Bess.
Let's not celebrate yet.
Okay, we're going this way because we're going back to the brig. And we're going to take both of these, or all 3 rather, these people out.
Take him down. Nix, attack.
The reason we take them out is because when we finish in here and come out, there's going to be people here. And now there's just going to be less people here.
Okay, back in the brig.
Okay, so pay attention to that.
What's that pup thinking?
That right there.
Hello?
And if you notice this in your first visit, we're going to be able to get in here now.
Oh, okay. Hang tight. I'll get that door open. How'd I get the power back on to open that cell?
Okay, there's part 1. Gonna follow the power lines around.
Power's on. Now where's the terminal for the cell doors?
Which data pad is this? Oh yeah,
That
just
got
no
the
one
cells
touches
open.
the terminal.
Let's go talk to her, Nix.
Good. Thank you.
You
okay there,
alright?
Nix?
How'd you end up in here?
Stinger. She's losing it, pup. You need to watch out. I set 1 foot in her quarters, she snaps and locks me up. No votes or anything.
What? Why would she do that?
She's hiding something about this place. Something bad. I can tell. Known her since she was knee-high to an astromech.
Well, then we've got to warn the other raiders.
No. Can't just go blabbing these days. No. Stinger's crafty. Good talker. Too many on her side. You want to win them over, you gotta be ready. You gotta know what makes them tick.
And, how do I do that?
How do you think? Mingle. See what they're jabbering about. Just watch your back, pup.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, so the answer to one of the
Is Stinger's
questions
hiding
is going to
something?
be here
It's
in
gotta
this
be in
data
her
pad.
quarters.
The treasure is dangerous. There's one of the questions that whether the treasure is fake or whether it's dangerous. And this is how you know to answer the treasure is dangerous if you want a specific ending.
Old Bab's
So make a
diary.
note about that. And then this is
She's
just
really
a dead
convinced
end.
that the treasure's dangerous.
Alright, let's go get that loot. And then the original exit is now blocked, so we can't go out the way we originally did. This is... Oh, yeah. Alright, so now there's going to be extra people here. It's going to be like... Yeah, but there's only 2. If you left those others alive, or at least awake, then, you would end up
All right, Nix.
with, like,
Go
5.
get 'em. Have to worry. You're okay?
There we go.
And we got away with it. Nice.
What was that? Oh. Yeah, I don't want that. I've noticed that picking up guns in this DLC has often kept me from getting my blaster back. It's
But
very
you
weird.
won't.
And I
Will
don't know
ya?
what this audio is. This is like, this happens every time I'm here. And there's nobody here. Except for Hondo, who's right there, but...
No time for lollygagging, my dear.
I'm looting.
You have much to do.
There's always time
Right.
for looting.
Whoa.
Alright,
The whole forge is dark. Stay close, Nix.
so now that force
Stinger's
field.
powered down a whole lot of systems since we were here. I wonder why.
We're gonna get that. We just have to find you.
Oh, hello?
Get over here. There we go. Forge keycard.
Got it.
So now we can get into that area. I don't know if there's anything new over here. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, so now I knew to get the key card from the droid because of the data pads. It talks about Scrapper swiping the key card. There's a second one. There's a second data pad around here somewhere. I think it might have been down there. But they both talk about Scrapper having the key card. So that's how I knew where to get it from. It's a little droid down there. And then the contents here are random. I've gotten different stuff every time.
Ugh, really?
No, I don't know what she's referring to on that. I thought, like, backup was coming first time I was in here, but no one ever shows up. Alright, so now we're going to go to the tavern and mingle and find out some more information. Here's that data pad. So here's the answer to one of the other questions about Stinger being a bad captain. That's one of the answers for one of the questions is, you know, like, why should they turn against Stinger? And one of the answers is bad captain. So this is how we know. And she'll make a comment about it too.
This ace sunspinner really thinks Stinger's a bad captain. Maybe we can use that.
Okay, let's go to the tavern.
I don't think I'm alone.
New recruit. Just joined. Loving it.
Hey, you done the raid.
Okay, so we can get some
Best behavior next.
intel that
Spent too long in this rock.
you can do, but it has to be gotten before you tell a story. So there's kind of a particular order. I don't know if you can, like, visit later and come back. But this corner right here,
I'm getting out of
this listen,
Seriously?
after you tell a story at the table, which is one of the things we're going to do, the people over here start singing. And listen is no longer available. So whenever you choose to do the listen, do it before you tell a story, because telling the story seems to trigger the singers, in which case the listen's no longer available.
Will keep me here. I was in the turbo
And they
lift
sing
it
for a
blocked an
long
entire
time.
floor, with me still in it. I told you not to use that one. A similar thing happened to me last night. I'm guarding the hall and I hear a door open. Then someone says my name. But when I turn around, nobody there. Then the door just shuts. All on its own. This place, it's trying to kill us. Wish I could disagree. Listen, there's this raiding team.
The Merrick Crows. They're raking in the loot out there in Kepi space. And they're recruiting. Oh. That's tempting.
No treasure's worth this. If you're serious about joining a real crew, meet me here tonight.
Oh. Maybe leftover loot in the Kepi space from a recent Merrick Crows raid. Is that something that you can do? Okay. So here's another data pad. These are the rules. So this is something that you can read because we're going to talk to somebody on the other side of the tavern that's going to quiz us about the rules because she sort of questions if we're real or not. And if you pass the quiz, you get like 500 credits. So it's kind of worth knowing. But basically, these are the rules. Captain gets an equal share. Droids don't vote or get a share. And if you screw up, you get marooned. It's basically the highlights of that one. So we'll look at that, and then we'll go take the quiz.
That was a load of mudyak swill. Is there anyone on this rock who knows how to tell a story?
You were the quiz. Is it you? Sometimes they swap these. Oh no, this is a different one.
This? Picked it off the floor in the landing bay. Someone just left it there. Why?
That's a Vansa fabric. And Vansa wamache luna day.
Well, if he left his gear, I guess he ran out on the crew?
Krancha. No patinka daksak pixo pudu. And toka kadat fabric tagwa.
Hey, you new?
Just here to, pick up some extra crew for a big raid.
Look no further. Sign me up.
Oh, I don't know. This job really needs experts.
Great, because I have been in more fights than an Akle on Geonosis.
Then how come I haven't heard of you?
Because I keep being left behind here. I should be out there, cracking skulls and snatching credits, not guarding tombs. You have got to take me.
We've only got 2 spots. No room for dead weight.
Okay? Okay, fine. Maybe a few credits would change your mind.
I don't know about... You can try it. I don't know if you get more or not. I just haven't done it. I'm always happy with whatever.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're in. Meet me on the landing pad this time tomorrow, and don't be late.
Yes. You will not regret this. Thank you.
So there's the 500, and I was sure that the quiz lady...
Hey, that's our base.
Oh, this is it.
I don't know you.
I knew they were on this side.
You wouldn't. I just joined the crew.
Did you now? Prove to me you know the Rokana code and earn a little reward for your loyalty.
Alright, so this is... If you read the data pad over on the table on the right, you'll know all the answers. These are the answers that we got.
Okay, I'm ready. Shoot.
Let's start with an easy one. When it comes to divvying up prizes, how much of the loot does the captain get?
50%. Or an equal share, 50%.
Easy. The captain gets an equal share.
Good, good. And now, what does our code say droid raiders get?
Nothing.
Droids don't get anything.
Not a forgiving place for our droid friends. One last question. If a raider's found lying about who they are, what would be a fitting punishment?
Marooning them.
Left on an asteroid with a day's worth of air.
You're a sharp one. Here's the reward.
Thanks a lot.
You earned it. Maybe you could teach some of the others around here.
Alright, so there's another 250.
It's not up to you. We'll have to vote again.
Why? You banta brains won't budge. We're at a stalemate. We need one more vote for any majority. You.
Huh?
Help us settle this very important debate. What shall we serve for dinner tonight? Why not casserole? Or lurker stew?
Lurker stew.
Dinner, right. How about the stew?
Finally, someone with a sense of taste.
Pah! My last meal before Stinger opens that tomb, and I'm stuck eating lurker guts.
Ew.
Here, have a bowl. The rest goes back into cold storage for tomorrow's last meal.
No, thank you.
Thanks. Smells interesting.
New valuable lurker stew. Alright. So, let's talk to person up here. We're gonna tell a story last, but I think that's...
You look lost.
like one of the last... Why you know the last
Any advice
answer.
for a new raider?
Suppose I could help you out, since you asked and all. What do you want to know?
About Stinger.
Stinger seems intense. What do the rest of the crew think of her?
About what you'd expect from a bunch of pirates. Half of them love her, half want to stick a vibroblade in her back. But she stays captain. Know why?
She's tough?
She's loyal. There's not a raider out there who doubts that. And once people trust you, that's a hard thing to shake.
Okay, about voting?
I'm kind of new to this whole voting thing. How do you win one? A vote, I mean.
That's the million-credit question, ain't it? But I'll tell you how to lose a vote. Treat it like a joke. People don't want fun and games. They want a story to believe in.
And about the treasure.
Do you really believe in that treasure? I've heard people say it's too good to be true.
Look where we are. You think the Kepi would have built all this just to hold their old bones? No. There's something buried here, all right. You just don't know what it is. Taught you all I can, Whelp. The rest you gotta figure out on your own.
Okay. So now we'll go tell a story. And the fact that you have to tell us... Well, you don't have to, because I'm pretty sure it's optional. What's this one? Oh, yeah, this is just more about the tomb. The fact that one of the optional things is to tell a story, there is... One of the questions is, like, why should we choose Hondo? And one of the answers for that is because he tells good stories. So I'm pretty sure that's this, telling an optional story, is why Hondo tells good stories, is the answer to that question.
You there? New blood.
Me?
I don't see any other fresh trample horns scuttling around this rock. Tell me a story. Make it exciting.
Tell any of them.
You ever seen a High Republic ship?
How old do you think I am?
There's a wreck out in the Shadola sector. It got cut clean in half somehow, but it's still loaded with all this rare tech. Ancient, super rare. Some greedy little scrapper tried to blast me in the back for it. But I was on him. I blasted him before he even got the chance.
She's tough, Ibis. Maybe you should send her after your droids.
What's he talking about?
We ain't alone here, New Blood. I heard the Kepi left a host of droids deep in the rock, guarding against anyone fool enough to set foot in their tomb.
Would they even still work?
Who knows? But don't worry yourself. You'll be fine as long as you keep that blaster of yours handy.
Yeah, something like that. Think we're in with the crew, Nix? Still gotta get into Stinger's quarters.
There it is. So once the singing happens, the over here option disappears. You'll see the white dot when you're far enough away, but once you get close enough, it'll disappear. So that's why it's important to listen to their conversation before you tell the story. Okay, so that's most of get to know the crew. That's the 3 answers to the questions. That's where we got those. So let's go to Stinger's office.
Don't worry, I got it.
What are we even doing here?
I don't trust anything that doesn't sleep. Last droid I worked with robbed everyone after we hit the rack.
Alright, we're heading back to the generator area. So we have to activate the elevator, just like we did the first time we were here. The trouble is there's the force field now. In order to get that, we need to get to the computer. And in order to do that, we have to get rid of these guys.
Don't let Stinger catch you slacking off.
Hey, Stinger wants you in the burial chamber.
Tell her I'm busy fixing the relays as she overloaded by staying on this asteroid for too long.
Now, if you choose she needs your help, they won't leave and you end up in like a firefight. I didn't try. She told me to take over, but it kind of feels like something he would tell you to forget anyway. But I do know this one will make them leave. So you're going to want to choose she's in a bad mood unless you want to get in a firefight. Which you might. Who knows? Have fun.
Right now. I really don't think you want to get her mad.
Ah, you deck rats have no spine. Come on, let's see what she broke this time.
And that'll get all 4 of them to end up leaving. Unless this one's path back that way just sort of corresponded with them in the past, and I just thought he left with them. But eventually he will. Unless you want to take him out, which we could probably do. Because he's taking too long. I don't have time for this. You gotta go. Okay. Now... Disable force field, access security log. See, here's Ace again.
A lot of people trust Ace. Sounds like getting him on side would be important if I was trying to win over the Raiders.
Okay, ultimately we're going to have to take out everybody up here. Because we're going to need to get to that littler generator area. Okay, then there was somebody here.
All I know is... Get him, Nix. What is going on?
Okay, now we took them all out because we're going to use the data spike there.
I'm not getting stabbed in the back.
Because this doesn't open all the way.
Ugh, the power keeps cutting out. We need to get that door open.
I don't know where this audio is coming from. Maybe down there somewhere. Data spike.
Looks like Stinger sliced into the old Kepi databank here. Maybe I can retrace her steps.
Okay, so now, in order to get this, first you must loot everything. Okay, so now every computer is plugged in, and you want to find the symbol that's next to the plug. So that's the circle with the up and down. So we're going to find that, which is this one. And these correspond to the rune position of off and on the computers. This is what it looks like off, and then the black raised is on. So we're doing off, off, on, and this symbol matches this symbol. So off, off, on.
I don't think I'm
And that's how you know you got it right.
Did something.
Okay, so this one's the lines.
Uh-oh.
The lines. Off, on, off.
got a bad feeling.
Off, on, off.
That's another one.
And then this one, whatever that is, it's right here. On, off, on.
Huh. What are those little symbols at the bottom?
On, off, on.
Whoa, look at that hollow. ND5? You don't have to answer, but I have this Kepi file. Are you there?
I read you.
I found it in Stinger's quarters. I don't know what it says. I'm really stuck here. Can you read it?
There are pictographic elements, droids, the scepter, and death.
Wait, droids? The Raiders are talking about droids.
Whatever's buried in that tomb was not meant to be disturbed. The Kepi may have taken steps to ensure that. As I have warned, you are in danger.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sure I can handle it.
I hope you're right.
Okay.
What's going on? She got it over.
Got a bad feeling.
Now we have the answers to the 3 questions, so...
Open the burial chamber. Meet me there when you're ready, and we will make our move.
I've never really gotten continue Raider crew investigation to go away. So outside of the tavern, I'm not entirely sure who all that you would talk to, but... I mean, talk to whoever you want. There's a few people that you can. They all have, like, white dots over their head, so you can tell them apart. But they were sort of few and far between outside of the tavern, so... Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what? In her office, she could have come right out the front door. I forget that door opens now.
A new recruit.
Oh, right.
Just joined. Loving it.
You're new. Watch your back. I hope someone's done something.
So we're going to head into the tomb area.
Without my half of the scepter, this prize will forever elude your grasp. I say it this time we make a deal.
It's you against us, Hondo. You want to live? Hand it over.
I could, or I could smash it to pieces. Then no one gets the treasure. Up, 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 up. Don't we vote on these things?
You want to vote? Fine. Show of hands. Who wants to give up their treasure to Hondo here?
No. I never said give up. I want to share the treasure with you. With all of you. As you're new, much more talented. Captain.
I think we should hear him out.
You're joking.
Mutiny? You want to turn on Stinger?
Okay. So for this ending, we're going to go with the non-droid ending. In order to do that, you have to answer the questions in a certain order. This is the ace guy, and if you read his data pad that was in the landing bay, you'll see that he thinks she's a bad captain.
While we were out there raiding, putting our lives on the line, where was she?
Locked in this tomb.
You think your little raids are more important than this?
And you call yourself a captain, cowering in your chambers while your crew chases real glory. I would be out there with all of you, Blaster in one hand and credits in the other.
He's an outsider. Can we even trust him?
Okay, so that guy, if you saw him in the tavern, wanted you to tell him a good story. So we're going to choose good story.
Haven't you heard the stories? This is Hondo Onaka, the most legendary pirate in the Outer Rim.
Oh, please, 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 you're embarrassing me. But yes, I am extremely famous.
Small-minded hull slugs. You cannot seriously be considering this. The plan worked. The treasure is waiting for us.
Okay, then when you freed Old Bab from the cells, the data pad in her cell said that the treasure was dangerous. She thought the treasure was dangerous. So we're going to answer this.
I've been looking into that scepter. It's dangerous. You put those pieces together and something bad is going to happen.
Like what? A Kepi curse?
No. I think the droids they left here are the treasure. That's what the warning in your quarters was about.
Wait, Stinger. Is this what you were trying to hide from us?
What are you doing out of your cell? I've had enough of this. We're voting. Now. Who wants me to be in charge?
And who wants to join forces with the great Hondo Onaka? Oh, not all at once. Don't make her feel bad. It seems you are less popular than me. Don't worry. It happens to everyone. You know what? We don't need all these old droids. Let's just sell them and get rich.
I'm the only one getting paid today. Have fun with your new captain.
Do not worry, my friends. Remain calm. I have a very detailed plan.
Right. I'm gonna get that door open. Hold your breath. We gotta get out of here, Nix. Whoa! Careful.
Over here! Hurry it up!
Okay, there's going to be
We
a few
just gotta
forks.
get back to Stinger's quarters. There might be an override for the door or something.
Go right. Drop down on the left.
We just gotta get back to Stinger's quarters. There might be an override for the door or something. Not that way.
I don't know why she's jumping short all of a sudden. Make sure you're running. Oh, drop down on the left. There we go.
This place is falling apart.
Run. Jump. Alright, at the very top, push the stick up, or your movement stick for up, so that you can get the prompt to the next part.
That sounded bad. Hang on tight, Nix. You okay, Nix? We're almost there.
You think you can cross me and walk away?
That's the plan.
You ungrateful traitor! You nobody! Do you know what the Rokana Raiders were like without me? Weak, scattered.
You can hit R2 pretty much whenever, I think, as long as it's on the screen.
Sorry, Stinger. And let's get Hondo out of there. It's open. Hondo, get out of there.
An invitation I cannot refuse.
L2.
We don't have long. The nebula gases are seeping in.
We just have to get to the landing pad.
No. All the ships are gone.
Not all of them.
You came back.
As you said, we are a team. Now hurry.
You were right. About a lot of things. Most things. I'm sorry.
Understood.
For you, my dear. You know what I see when I look around this ship? Potential. A great crew in its infancy. It just needs the right leader.
Yeah?
So I'll take the job. We will make our fortunes and we'll split it all. 70, 25, 5. With a finder's fee, of course.
You know, I think we're moving more towards equal shares.
You sound like those raiders. Equal shares. I had to cut them loose. They were not happy. I mentioned you as well.
Oh, great. More enemies.
Que ves. You could be a great captain. You just need to learn when to listen.
You're right.
To me.
Okay. Thanks, Hondo. Looks like we're at your stop.
Until our next adventure then, my friends. Until then, goodbye.
Hey, ND5. I wanted to say thanks. Before all this, I spent a lot of time alone. Not alone. It's just hard to believe anyone is gonna have my back. Like, really have it.
You know what I did before I met you? Before Jalen, before Sliro?
The Clone Wars.
Yes. When you removed the restraining bolt, it was the first time I had a real choice about anything.
Andy, you don't owe me anything for that.
I know. And I considered walking away. I knew my highest chance of survival was to operate alone. But, Kay, surviving isn't enough. I chose to stay. I choose to stay with you. Because simply put, working together feels right.
It does. Hey, thanks. Really, and I'm glad. Because piloting this ship alone, no thanks.
It would be suboptimal.
So, where should we go together next?
Let's start with anywhere we want.
Okay, so let's take a look at what we got, and then we'll do the other
Apparently
ending.
a scrapper in Holler's...
Raider jacket. Raider belt. And Raider pants. And we got something for Nyx. Got a charm.
He patched up a Rakana Raider ship.
Also, one more thing that we got is we now have a new vehicle. We have the refractor vehicle that we can play around with, fly around with. Alright, so I'm going to reload and we'll do the other ending.
Without my half of the scepter, this prize will forever elude your grasp. I say at this time we make a deal.
It's you against us, Hondo. You want to live? Hand it over.
I could, or I could smash it to pieces. Then no one gets the treasure. Up, 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 up. Don't we vote on these things?
You want to vote? Fine. Show of hands. Who wants to give up their treasure to Hondo here?
No. I never said give up. I want to share the treasure with you. With all of you. As your new, much more talented captain.
I think we should hear him out.
You're joking.
Mutiny? You want to turn on Stinger?
Okay, so this is the ace guy. We talked to him when we first brought him in, and like I said in showing the first ending, he thinks that a data pad that we read, he thinks she's a bad captain. So we're going to choose the opposite of all of the information we've learned just to see a different ending.
Before she turns on us, all she cares about is that treasure. Soon as she gets it, she'll cut us loose.
If I wanted you gone, I could have flooded this whole tomb with nebula gas. You're all here on the edge of fortune because I brought you with me.
He's an outsider. How do we know we can trust him?
Okay, so this is the guy from the tavern that asked you to tell him a good story. So we're going to choose the opposite for this ending. And choose Hondo is fun.
We're pirates. We don't need to trust our captain if he's, you know, a good time. Which Hondo is.
You know what's a better time? Getting rich. Thanks to me, the treasure is as good as ours. What are we waiting for?
Okay, so the proper answer, well, proper for the non-droid ending is the treasure is dangerous, because this is what Old Bab put in her thing. We've answered 2, air quote, not correct, and so we're going to answer 1 correct.
I've been looking into that scepter. It's dangerous. You put those pieces together and something bad is going to happen.
Like what? A Kepi curse?
No. I think the droids they left here are the treasure. That's what the warning in your quarters was about.
Wait, Stinger. Is this what you were trying to hide from us?
What are you doing out of your cell? I've had enough of this. We're voting. Now. Who wants me to be in charge?
And who wants to join forces with the great Hondo Onaka? Oh, not all at once. Don't make her feel bad.
Looks like I have the votes. Kill him. And his friends.
Me? Aren't we supposed to vote?
The Rakana Raiders speak with one voice now. Mine.
Hondo, let's go.
Stop! Obey me!
You know what? I changed my mind. Keep the scepter.
Okay, so we're gonna
Go back to sleep. We were just leaving.
double circle. Hitting double circle will do the double roll thing.
Get it open. Hunt, we can't fight them next. We gotta run. Honda?
If she could run faster, that'd be so
There's no way
nice.
we can take these droids. We gotta go.
Okay, just hit double circle.
This is bad. This is really bad. Come on, Nix. No. Oh, the ships are gone.
Not all of them.
You came back.
As you said, we are a team.
Okay, so this ending's is the same from here on out. So we'll go ahead and load again, and we'll see what answering all three of them the exact opposite instead of all one way, a mix, and then all the opposite way. I'll be right back.
Without my half of the scepter, this prize will forever elude your grasp. I say it this time we make a deal.
It's you against us, Hondo. You want to live? Hand it over.
I could, or I could smash it to pieces. Then no one gets the treasure. Up. Don't we vote on these things?
You want to vote? Fine. Show of hands. Who wants to give up their treasure to Hondo here?
No. I never said give up. I want to share the treasure with you. With all of you. As you're new, much more talented. Captain.
I think we should hear him out.
You're joking.
Mutiny? You want to turn on Stinger?
Okay, so we're going to do the exact opposite of the data that we found in the chapter. So she'll betray you.
Before she turns on us. All she cares about is that treasure. Soon as she gets it, she'll cut us loose.
If I wanted you gone, I could have flooded this whole tomb with nebula gas. You're all here on the edge of fortune because I brought you with me.
He's an outsider. How do we know we can trust him?
Okay, that's the guy from the tavern that wants to hear a good story, so we're going to choose Hondo as fun.
We're pirates. We don't need to trust our captain if he's, a good time. Which Hondo is?
You know what's a better time? Getting rich. Thanks to me, the treasure is as good as ours. What are we waiting for?
Okay, and then treasure is dangerous is from Old Bab's data pad. So we're going to choose treasure is fake. So this is 3 air quote wrong answers.
If this treasure is so valuable, then where is it? All I see is an old ruin.
Hey, who even are you? I've never heard you say 2 words, and now you're up here calling for my head? Does anyone know who this is? What's her name?
I'm Torin Valerio.
Enough of this. We're voting. Now, who wants me to be in charge?
And who wants to join forces with the great Hondo Onaka? Oh, not all at once. Don't make her feel bad.
So no one votes
Looks
for
like
Hondo
I
this
have the
time.
votes.
It's either all, some, or none.
Kill him. And his friends.
Me? Aren't we supposed to vote?
The Rakana Raiders speak with one voice now. Mine.
Hondo, let's go.
Stop! Obey me!
You know what? I changed my mind. Keep the scepter.
Okay, put it on ion, but don't double circle.
We were just leaving.
You're gonna hit double circle every time so you don't get hit. Okay, ion. Ion. Double circle.
Oh no! Where'd he go?
Double
There's
circle.
No way we can take these droids. We gotta go.
Double circle. Double circle.
This is really bad. Come on, Nix.
Double circle. Double circle. So it's exactly the same as some mixed answers.
Oh, the ships are gone.
So it looks like there's just two answers. If you answer, what is that? Bad captain, good stories, and dangerous, you get the non-droid answer. Otherwise, you get the droid answer. So there you go. There are the three endings. Or, well, two endings, I guess. 3 different times, though.